All right, welcome back. And let's move on to the first example to find the circumference of a circle. Um, Example A asks you to find the circumference of the plate shown. So this plate has the diameter of 28 centimeters. I know that it's the diameter because it's this 28 centimeters, the line segment. Actually, if you move it down, it will connect two points on the circle and it will pass through the center of the circle. Now the question says use 22/7 as an approximation for pi. So my first step is to write the formula because they gave us the because they gave us the diameter. So I'm going to use the formula that says circumference equals to pi times diameter. Then I'm going to substitute the number because in this question they want me to use 22/7 as pi. So pi becomes 22/7 times the diameter, which is 28 centimeters. So now I have pi times 28. And this very equal sign is actually almost equal to, because remember that the pi value is always an approximated value. Then I'm going to simplify because 28 can be divided by 7. 28 divided by 7 is 4, and 7 divided by 7 is 1. And then I'm going to multiply 22 times 4, which gives me 88 centimeters. So the circumference of this plate is approximately 88 centimeters. So just to review one more time, what I did was I write down the formula. In this case, because the question gave me the diameter of the plate, I wrote the formula circumference equals pi d. D means the diameter. Then I substitute the value of pi and d by the approximation of pi, which is 22/7, and the value of the diameter, which is 28 centimeters. Then I simplify by dividing 28 and 7 by their common factor, which is 7, and then I multiply them. So the circumference of this plate is 88 centimeters. It's approximately 88 centimeters. Moving on, the radius of a bicycle wheel is 10.5 inches. Find the circumference of the wheel. Use 3.14 as an approximation for pi. Now, because in this case, the question gave us the radius, not the diameter, I will have to use the formula 2 pi r. Circumference equals to 2 times pi times radius. And the next step is, of course, substitute the letters with the value. So now I have 2 times pi, which is 3.14. They said to use 3.14 as an approximation for pi, times 10.5, which is the radius of the bicycle. So now I have 2 times 3.14 times 10.5. I'm going to take out my calculator and then multiply. And I have my answer, 65.94 inches. Why don't you try and do this one with me? Okay, first we started off by writing the formula, circumference equals to 2 pi r. Then we substitute the letters with the number. 2 times 3.14 times 10.5. In your calculator, multiply and you should get 65.94 inches. So the circumference of the bicycle wheel is approximately 65.94 inches. So let's look at this task. I'm going to do number 1 for you. So it says complete the table, use 22/7 as an approximation for pi. So circle A, we don't know the radius. We know the diameter is 14 centimeters. We do not know the circumference. What I know about the radius is that radius is half of the diameter. So I can divide the diameter by 2 to get the value of the radius. So that's 14 divided by 2. So the radius of this circle is 7 centimeters. To find the circumference, because I know the diameter, I can multiply pi times diameter, which is 22/7 times 14, which should give me 44. So you're going to do now part B. You're going to find the answer for circle B. To find the diameter, remember that diameter is 2 times the radius. So you can multiply radius by 2 to get the diameters, and then multiply the diameter by pi, which is 22/7, in order to find the circumference. For the next task, you're going to use 3.14 as an approximation for pi. So if the diameter is 25 centimeters, the radius is half of the diameter, and the circumference is pi times the diameter. And we'll come back together once you're done.